Sometimes fear of the unknown pushes us to hold on to a relationship that is dead and gone. We assume that we might not be able to find anybody out there who would love us and treat us well. Even though we are experiencing numerous things in the relationship that point to the fact that we are no longer wanted or the relationship is no longer working, we still hold on just because of fear. Fear can take your happiness away. Fear can prevent you from meeting that person whom the Lord has prepared for you. In this video, I'm going to point out how to know it's time to let go of a relationship. Stick and stay. I'll be right back. Hello lovelies, welcome back to my channel. I'm so excited to be back here once again to share with you something amazing that would help you elevate your life, your relationship. My name is Rita Siao. I am an educator, a public speaker, and the author of Your Unstoppable. On my channel, I share videos on relationship, marriage, motherhood, and personal development. But not limited to that. Sometimes I delve into so many other things that would help us build ourselves as young people. I welcome you, if you're new here, to subscribe to this channel and also turn on your notification bell so that anytime a new video is up, you will receive an alert from me. Now, let's delve into the video. I've talked with people who have been in this situation. I have been in this situation and I've experienced it too. And it is definitely not something pleasant that you want to stay in a relationship that is already dead and gone and be stuck in one position. If you want liberation, then this is the video for you. The beginning of every relationship is so beautiful. It's welcoming. It's amazing. It's just like a roller coaster of emotions. You are excited, you are so head over heels, you just want to be in that person's arms, you just want to go out, do stuff and just be happy together. Unfortunately, relationships cannot always be happy. There would be ups and downs and difficult times, situations that are uncomfortable may come up. Things would happen in every relationship, but these are the things that makes every relationship grow and also test the relationship to see how durable this relationship is going to be and how good it is. In the absence of all these challenges, which are just petty things that you both have to work out and, help you strengthen your relationship. If this relationship is really a good one, whilst you two are going through the petty little fight, difficulties and challenges here and there, you know the foundation of the relationship is strong and you still keep going. You work through it, you work through your differences, you work through your challenges, and you keep the relationship going strong. But if it is the other way, where things become so chaotic and you are losing interest and a lot of things are happening and you begin to ask yourself, is it worth it? Is it working? Should I still be here? Then it's time for you to evaluate these feelings and know whether it is worth to stay or it is time to call it quits. The first thing is you no longer feel attracted to your partner. You've been with this person for maybe years or months or whatsoever. At the beginning, you were so excited about conversations, plans, doing things together, going places together. But at this point, you no longer feel that way. You no longer even feel any attraction at all to him or her. And when I say attraction, I'm not talking about sexual, because I would always encourage, marriage before sex. As soon as sex comes in, there is that tendency to be blinded by emotions where you are not able to tell exactly what you feel and exactly what it is you want from the relationship anymore. If nothing else, not his behavior, not his character, not his ways of talking to you and treating you, not his plans for both of you, for the relationship, if nothing about him is attracting you anymore and you feel like everything is gone, please, then it's time to call it a quit. Because at that moment, there is nothing he or she would do that you would appreciate it. You are no longer attracted to this person and nothing he or she will do will make you happy. The second thing is when you realize that you are becoming very toxic. Originally, you are not a toxic person, you are not a negative person, you are always optimistic, you are always excited to do stuff, always happy about things, you are always looking at the brighter side of things, and all of a sudden you realize you are becoming very toxic. Anytime you're around him or her, your life, your thinking, everything becomes negative. There are people who are so toxic to the extent that they begin to influence you once you are in a relationship with them. Your thinking pattern changes, your behavior changes, your interests begin to change. Just who you are, your personality begins to change. The moment you realize that you no longer feel like yourself, you are becoming negative. You are always quick to anger. You are always quick to judge. You are always quick to do things that are not in the positive but the negative. Know that you are becoming toxic. This is simply because the person you are in that relationship with is a toxic person. And as a result, doing a lot of things together, spending a lot of time together, you are beginning to, you know, take in what he or she is. Unfortunately, toxic people are so domineering in the sense that before you realize the toxicity, overtakes all the goodness that you are. So if you get to a point in a relationship and you realize that I've lost touch with who I used to be. I am no longer that happy person that I used to be. I am no longer that kind, loving, caring, supportive person that I used to be. I am now so toxic. I am now so negative. I am now so pessimistic that I don't even know who I am anymore. Then it's time for you to walk out of that relationship. Do not stay in that relationship because the end is not going to be nice. The next thing I want to talk about is when your boundaries are not respected. Each and every one of us want to do things that makes us happy. We all have boundaries in our lives, and in every relationship, we should have boundaries in order for us to know how far we want to go and how far we don't want to go, or what we want to do, what we do not want to do in that relationship. So if you are in a relationship with someone, both of you have to set boundaries for the relationship, and you as an individual, you should also have a boundary for yourself and should communicate these boundaries to the other person. If your boundaries were well communicated and this person still takes your boundaries for granted and doesn't take them to be serious, always breaks the boundaries, always want to push you to do things you do not even want to do, anyone who breaks your boundaries is disrespectful to you. The person does not respect you. He or she doesn't see you to be equals. He or she doesn't really, have any respect or any reverence for you at all, and not want to live with someone or even end up, marrying someone who always breaks boundaries. If at the beginning of a relationship, which you are hoping to become a marriage in the future, and marriage, which is going to be a lifelong journey with this person, he or she always breaks boundaries without even feeling any sense of regret or without even apologizing, or is doing it always intentionally, then you should walk out of that relationship because that person has no respect for you. That person doesn't see any, relevance for you. Please walk out of that relationship before it gets too late. Final point you get to where you say, now I think it's time to walk out of this relationship is when he or she is cheating. Sometimes it might be obvious, other times it might not be obvious because there are things that he or she might do to hide what they are doing. But if at any point you get to realize that he or she is cheating, please, 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 once it is still a relationship and not marriage, please walk out of that relationship because let me explain why. Why? Because this person you are with is not committed to you. No, there is no commitment. Once he or she is cheating, it means that he or she wants something else that you do not have or you are not. Two, if someone can cheat on you, it means that that person doesn't love you. Honestly, if you love someone, no matter how they are, whatever flaws they have, you would, overlook those flaws and love them anyway and treat them with respect. A cheating person has no respect for himself or herself to talk of having respect for you. So do not even stay there to get to the point where your heart is broken multiple times. Now, there was an incident that I had to handle with a young lady some time ago, and it was heartbreaking to me. This young lady was with a young man. They were dating, and then along the way, she realized that this young man has been with a lady some years ago and still with this woman. Now, this young lady is stuck with this guy because she has so much love for him, and this young man seems to be playing the two of them. Today, he will tell her, I've broken up with that lady, I'm no longer with her, it's been ages, I've not even seen her, not knowing this guy has been meeting and even, doing stuffs with this other lady. It's now gotten to a point where it seems like they are already planning marriage and she is even in the dark without even knowing. Sometimes we are the cause of our own pain. We push ourselves into these things. Once you are with someone and you begin to see the signs of cheating, make sure you trace it, get to the bottom of the issue and realize, yes, this person is cheating, and just walk away. Don't think that the person who has been cheating on you for years will change along the way, or some sort of miracle will happen and he or she will just change overnight. Cheaters do not change overnight. They don't. So your hard work and all the stress and time you're putting in and hoping and praying that this person will change will never happen. The best advice I can ever give you is walk away, because this relationship is dead and gone. It's non-existent. Every time you're spending resources, money, wealth, and whatsoever you are spending on this person at that present time, that person who is cheating, you are just wasting that money or resources. So, my dear, this is what I can say. If you are in a relationship where from the beginning it's been wonderful, everything went on amazingly, beautifully, lovingly, well, and you were so happy, and along the way, you realize that you are no longer attracted to this person. You are gradually becoming very toxic because that is what he or she is. Your boundaries are not respected. Your boundaries are always broken. Your boundaries are not given any consideration at all. And finally, you realize that this person has been cheating on you and you've gotten to the bottom of it. You've seen evidence. You've seen proof that this person has been cheating on you. Do not stay and say, I would make him or her change. Walk away whilst you still have time. I want you to know that there is someone out there for you. Do not get stuck in a relationship that is toxic, that is draining you, just because you have so much fear that you might not meet someone or time is running out. No, time is not running out. It's better to walk out of a broken relationship than to get married to someone that you can stay with them, you can walk away, or you are just stuck and you are just not knowing what you're doing with your life. You want to be happy, and happiness is your own choice. So thank you so much, lovelies, for your time and for listening to my video and for watching. If you are new here, my name is Rita Siawa. I'm an educator, a public speaker, and the author of Your Unstoppable. My book is going for a cool price. Please look in the description and buy a copy to help me so we can support young women out there to further their education in the university level. This year, 2022, is coming to an end, and I just want to use this season to impact lives, to support some young women to reach their dreams of furthering their education in the university level. And I know that you and I can do this and more. So the link is there, and you can also join by supporting my nonprofit in any way that you can. Follow us on Instagram, follow us on Facebook, and let's make change in the lives of women and girls. Thank you so much for watching my content, and I will see you in my next video. Bye for now.